Well, welcome everybody back to the Figure Kit Garage, fellow resin heads and kit builders. Brent Krug back with the final review of 2024. On the table is a kit that I have been eagerly awaiting since it was announced. This is the third in the Tombstone series produced by Sweet Life Productions in 1/4 scale, titled You Called Down the Thunder. This is a kit that was digitally sculpted by Daniele, Danko, Angelozzi. The printing, molding, and casting excuse me, were handled by Mike Allen. This is an 11-piece kit, 6 pieces traditionally molded and casted in polyurethane resin, and 5 3D printed pieces. When fully built, this kit measures 11.5 inches tall, 5.5 inches wide, and 4.5 inches deep. The 1/4 scale bust retails for $170 plus shipping, and it is also available in a 1/9 scale version, which comes in at 5.5 inches tall for $85 plus shipping. This being the third entry in the Tombstone series following Doc Holliday in October of 2022 and Johnny Ringo in January of this year. This was the one I really wanted to see. Mr. Angelozzi and his ability to digital sculpt likenesses, to say that they're impressive isn't even the word. He hit Val Kilmer's likeness, he hit Michael Bihn's likeness, and yet again, he has perfectly captured the likeness of actor Kurt Russell in probably one of his most iconic roles of all time. As with the other two, comes with a certificate of authenticity showing the final finished piece of the legendary lawman Wyatt Earp. As he is seen in the film. And starting off with the base, as with Doc and Johnny, same exact identical base, nothing different about it. Wood grain texture around the sides and the bottom. And we're going to start off with the upper part of the body, the vest and the shirt and part of the scarf, and Mr. Angelozzi's talent for being able to capture even the tiniest little details. I mean, look at the pleats in that shirt. I cannot imagine seeing anything like this hand sculpted anywhere. It's absolutely stunning work. The wool texture in the vest that he wears, the stitching along the edges of the vest and the lapels, very beautifully done. And in case you're wondering what the little indentation is for, that will be where part of the scarf goes, as it will also plug into that little hole right there. The U.S. Marshal badge that he wears in the film, you could not pull off that type of lettering hand sculpting it. Absolutely amazingly well done. Round to the back, the belt tightener for the vest, all the wrinkles, the stretching of the seam line down the back, and then we come to the scarf that he wears. The embroidered detail that is captured in that is absolutely stunning. And on the 3D printed part of the scarf, it matches up perfectly. Very impressive. Then the right arm, again, the pleats, down the arms. Mr. Angelozzi definitely did his homework on the outfit that he wears in the film. This particular outfit that he wears takes place later on during his hunt down of the cowboys. Very beautifully done. And then the right hand, which the hand cannon that he carries in the film, which is used at the OK Corral. And if you remember the film, this is the gun that he takes out of the case that has the brass engraved nameplate on it, given to him by the citizens of Dodge City, Kansas. But this is the Colt Buntline Special that he uses in the film. That right hand will plug in just like so. Beautifully detailed. This thing would probably be an even monster to cast in resin instead of 3D printing. Probably lose a lot of detail in the casting process, and keeping that barrel straight would be an absolute nightmare. But the 3D printing kept it perfectly straight, and this was packaged very, very well. So my hat's off to everybody at Sweet Life Productions, George Ganser, Jeff Camp, John Allred, Terry Higgins. Everybody there did an amazing job getting this out. And as fast as it was announced, it got here on Monday, which was a big surprise that from announcement to ship was that fast. So these guys are really, really just kicking ass, making sure all their customers are satisfied. The left sleeve of the shirt, even more stitching and pleats. See the texture in that shirt all the way through. And then the left hand, which is also 3D printed, plug in just like that, and just hangs down at his left side. And the fit is absolutely perfect. No gaps to fill in with putty in any way, shape, or form. So the part fit is absolutely perfect. Maybe a little minor gap fill, a little bit hard to see it. But right below where my thumb is at, there's just a slight line you can see. Then also on the left side, just right above my fingernail. But other than that, this thing goes together so beautifully. It's crazy. But it's absolutely beautifully done. The execution on the way this was thought out is perfect for this character. The lower half of Wyatt's body, part of the pants that he wears, along with the dual gun belts, as he wears in the film, two different styles of gun belts as well. This is 3D printed, very nicely done, and all of the Colt revolver cartridges across both belts. And you can actually see a little bit of texture in the leather work. Might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but I can actually see texture in the leather work on both of the holsters. Very, very gorgeous. And that will plug in just like that to Wyatt's upper half. Just unbelievably well thought out. If there was a problem, they had a solution and they made it work. And the scarf, which if this were sculpted, it would have had to have been sculpted on the body itself. But you can see the embroidery detail in that scarf, and you can feel it as you can on the part that's sculpted on the bust, but this is absolutely gorgeous all the way through. This is a piece that you definitely want to treat with kid gloves to make sure you don't break it. It'll plug in at the top, and it'll plug in right there in the side. And once glued in, that scarf will be all one piece. And once it's plugged in, you'll never know where it's attached. Really excellent work. I could not be happier with this. To say that this kit was well worth the price of admission is a ridiculous understatement, because this is the character that I've been waiting for. I think the only other character from Tombstone that I would love to see done now would be Josephine Marcus, played by Dana Delaney. I think that would be an amazing kit to complement Wyatt very well. And then the other Colt revolver that he carries in the film plugs in. Whoa, not going to do that again. Plugs in just like that. And with the 3D printed parts, post-processing on this, there are no 3D printed divot supports, or support divots, excuse me, that have to be taken care of. It's already been done. That's one less thing that I'll have to worry about when putting this kit together, is dealing with print support divots. It's already been completed. So the cleanup on this definitely gets a big, big boost. In my appreciation for the way this is handled. And then we have the hat worn by Wyatt. And as with Johnny's and Doc's, you can see the wool texture all over this hat. The ribbon and the braiding around the bottom edge of that ribbon. I didn't expect that in any way, shape, or form when I first looked at this kit, but this is absolutely magnificent in its execution. So for anybody that's on the fence about whether or not you want to get this kit or the other two, God, what are you waiting for? Go for it. These kits are worth it. Really, really worth it. One minor seam on the underside, the back of the brim of the hat, and that's it. And now we come to the likeness. The portrait of Kurt Russell as Wyatt Earp, and Daniele Angelozzi has nailed this beautifully. The spitting image of Kurt Russell as he appeared in the film, the skin pore texture, the mustache, the million-yard gaze that he sports on numerous occasions throughout the film, handled with perfection. The hair detail, the castings on this are absolutely immaculate. And when you put that hat on, it's going to be kind of hard to see. Let me adjust the light a little bit. Now you've got Wyatt Earp. And I don't think I've met anybody that hasn't seen the film Tombstone and the title of the kit, You Called Down the Thunder, from the confrontation at the train station after he kills Frank Stillwell and humiliates and humbles Ike Clanton a little bit. And he says to him flat out, "All right, Clanton, You called down the thunder. Well, now you've got it. Sweet Life Productions called down the thunder, and now we've got it. This kit is absolutely fantastic. Because of the separation on the gun belts, I'm not going to try to assemble this. There are really, really good photos of the assembled and painted kit on the Sweet Life Productions Facebook page. I'll leave the link to that down below. This is not a limited edition to my knowledge. So if you guys are interested in this kit, and how could you not be? It's spot on perfect. It's Wyatt Earp. It's Tombstone. It's Kurt Russell. What more do you want? Contact Sweet Life Productions. My congratulations to everybody involved in the production of this piece. You guys have really stuck to your guns in producing the kits that you've always wanted to see done, and now you're doing it. And you're making a lot of us fans of the film even happier by having the kits that you're producing. So thank you to everybody at Sweet Life Productions for this. With this being the final review of 2024, I want to say thank you out there to everybody who has subscribed recently, who has subscribed in the past and has stuck with me through all the craziness. I am still work in progress on Deckard building a better Blade Runner. I had hoped to have that finished before the Christmas holiday, but thanks to my work schedule, that did not happen. But you guys have gotten me to where I'm at, and I cannot say thank you enough. I appreciate every single last one of you. I hope that everybody has a very happy and safe Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I wish you have a very, very happy one altogether, as well as a happy and safe new year. To all of you, thank you so much for 2024 being the best year of the Figure Kit Garage. Here's to 2025. So for this review of You Called Down the Thunder, the 1/4 scale Wyatt Earp bust, sculpted by Daniele Danko Angelozzi, printed, molded, and cast by Mike Allen, and produced by Sweet Life Productions. This has been the Figure Kit Garage. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Build a kit.